Some animals are more fortunate than others. The tamaral buffalo are strong. The Calamian deer have antlers to fight off predators, and the crocodiles of the Agusan marsh are stealthy. Many would say that birds are the most fortunate creatures of all. Turtle certainly thought so. He was unlike the others. While most turtles are grateful that their flippers mean they can swim in the sea, this turtle moaned that they were not wings. While most turtles know that their hard shells protect them from predators, this turtle felt only a weight on his back that meant he would never be light enough to take to the skies. Flying was all he talked about, and he bored the other animals to tears by talking about it all of the time. When he wasn't talking about flying, he was talking about himself. This particular turtle was not exactly good company. "You should be happy with what you've got," one of the elders told him after he had been on an especially long rant about flying. This elder was a wise and ancient beast with many scars upon his shell and many lines upon his face. The young turtles claimed this elder had once met Basala, the caretaker of the earth. This had happened many years ago when Basala had first created life. The wise elder would neither confirm nor deny this rumor, but Turtle did not care. All he cared about was flying. Turtle's obsession meant that he had few friends. He did not much care for the other turtles who just wanted to swim and eat. And he resented all of the birds because they could fly and he could not. But he knew that if he ever was going to fly, he would need a bird to help him. It was that or ask one of the monsters of the Philippines, and he was smart enough to know not to interfere with them. The only creatures stupid enough to ask favors of the aswangs and the wakwaks were the humans, and those who asked were never seen again. Instead, Turtle decided to ask a goose. This was long ago, you understand, back in the days when animals asked each other questions. He knew that geese were very fussy birds. They were also not particularly bright, and so Turtle thought that he would have no problem getting one to help. The goose that Turtle chose to approach was, at the time, heading off to meet her flock. She did not relish the thought of trying to teach a turtle how to fly, especially this turtle. "My flock is migrating for the cold season and I am very busy," the goose told Turtle. This was partly true, but the goose also hoped to avoid hurting his feelings. After all, everybody knew that turtles could not fly no matter how determined they were. "I really don't care about how busy you are," whined Turtle. "I want to fly and I want to fly now." It was obvious to the goose that the insistent turtle would not take no for an answer. "Let me first ask my flock," she said, knowing full well what they would say. She could have flown off then and there, but she had either a big heart or a small brain. The response she got from her flock was just what she expected. The air filled with loud, derisive honks as the geese all laughed at Turtle's ridiculous demand. Once the laughter had subsided, one goose who was more thoughtful than the others voiced an unconventional idea. "If two of us held a strong stick between us," he said, "then Turtle could hold on while we flew. He does have a strong beak and could surely hold the stick while in flight. He would have to be very careful," he added. "If he let go, even for a second, he would fall and he would be too heavy for us to catch." The goose didn't fancy this idea very much and hoped that the thought of falling to the ground would be enough to put Turtle off the plan altogether. But being a very selfish and single-minded sort of creature, Turtle was determined to go ahead. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to provide you with more.